So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes Worthy to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Pass downfield. Is caught by Brown. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He's going to keep it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Here's second down.
Yellow, attack, attack.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. In middle, he's got Kelsey. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Mahomes back. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Here's Mahomes. Incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Here's a second and 9. Stroud down to a knee. And that should put the finishing touches on this one. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, good night from Kansas City.
For the night time, I'm on a first name basis with the
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to bring this to you, Ka'imi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from Arrowhead. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it, so we're able to move forward.
First carry for Joe Mixon. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Texans first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. If that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he won't get away. Good opening tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
A second down throw for Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack. And he pulled it left. No good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
Off his foot, Mike, this ball was just never on target. He might have been hoping for it to work a little left to right, but it just didn't want to cooperate. It ends up staying wide left.
Yellow.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, 43.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard
57
line.
colors, 57 colors. Reserve.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. Big play for KC. And even 50 yards.
Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, rip lift.
A run on first and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Hey, color. Yellow. 180. Reserve.
Here's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 21, here's second and 9.
Here we go. 18.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
On first down, it's Mahomes. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, KC.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Patrick to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's first and 10. his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
18.
That's the trap. He'll find his man. That's Jaden Higgins. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Picked up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man. 18. What's up?
To throw, it's Stroud. This is hot. He's got the connection to Collins.
To Nico Collins. An 8-yard pickup.
Here's 1st and 10.
1st down.
All right. 11. Tony. Under.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 14-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. It is a big-time play for Houston. 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes Worthy to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Going across the field on target to Brown. And he will go all the way. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. Butker now for the point after.
Harrison Butker on
He gets it to go. And the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The USC man, Woody Marks. And he managed to break a tackle get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
White Tony. Here we go. 18. What's up? Go, bro. Hey.
Stroud going to set up the throw. This one complete to Higgins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
18. What's up? Whoa. 19 taxi. Robin.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, exiting the pocket right. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
On 4th down, Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
18. You speed left.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. What to do following the sack? It is 3rd and long. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
All right. 18. What's up? White Tony. Where's the hot? 11.
Now Stroud. He's got his big tight end, Schultz. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down.
On the quick, right? 18. What's up?
Here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
18. What's up?
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. One on target with Burke. They've got him. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down for Houston.
Here we go. 18. That's it. Under. Hey!
Stroud to throw. The man, that's Collins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
16 yards. First down, Texans.
On first down, it's Stroud. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw, Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
So I'm not really sure if that would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way. But at least if that ball's completed, third down's just a little bit more manageable. Because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in third and pass.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker, it is first and goal.
All right. White swap. Double swap.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans draw closer here. It's 21-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes Worthy to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, somebody gotta do it. I think keep on. Watch, do it. We survived outside, all from the music. Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, and don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog.
Hey, 57 colors. Fight on these two. Fight on these two. 43. Hey, 57. My side.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 74 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Here's Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. He's going to let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
On the kick, right?
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll step up and run. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball at its highest point, but come down and pick.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
All right.
A second down throw for Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Now, what's what? 18.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Houston.
Stroud. To the right side, Hurts got it. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Texans first down. To throw is Stroud. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. George Karlaftis in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. To throw, it's Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
TJ.
Here's Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? Stroud going to set up the throw. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
And that is caught. Travis Kelce. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Mahomes connects with Kelce for a big one. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And in motion is Brown. On first and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A short one caught by Kelce. And he's in! Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. His second touchdown.
I just want to rock the body of y'all.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
Well, it is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Ka'imi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. Get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, Ripley. Yellow. Hey, yellow. Hey, go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And it's straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
15.
First down.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Brings up 2nd and
now Mahomes. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Tremon Smith now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
In motion left is a running back. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
A loss of 6 brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. What's that?
Mahomes now to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 22, here's second and 8.
On the quick, right? Hey, team. Speed left, speed left. Y'all to the right, y'all to the right. Y'all to the right.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Stroud looking to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First down, Houston.
Here we go.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Once again, they run with Mixon. Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, 41 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both in within the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Yellow. I've got blue, yellow. Right side.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll set up a throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So the completion good for just 3. that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's a gain of 3.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Nixon with a first down carry. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57, yellow.
And again, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs he's able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Yellow, come back.
Now back to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. left to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 129 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mixon will try the right side. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
On the quick, right? 18.
Mixon up the middle.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
7-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Inside handoff to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Oh, boy. Look the hot, look the hot.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
18. What's that?
And Stroud now to throw. And to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Swap. Another swap. Why Tony?
Here goes Stroud again. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm. But this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Oh, hey, Ripple, hey, 57, 57. Watch out.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. His throw incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7.
All right.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. 118. What's up?
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they want it with a 4 down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Down, Houston.
Here's a give to Mixon. Fights through and now a crease. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 37 yards. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Mahomes going to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. Through the middle of the field. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 79 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard
line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners are...
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for KC. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
At the 14-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
First down.
Hey, 43.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Gray. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 78 yards. And the Texans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Nike Texas.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. A gain there of 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He's across midfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now it's Mahomes again. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Now he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
That's caught. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Stroud looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Out to the right, out to the right. Hey!
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Stroud to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
18. What's that? Buggy.
Here's Stroud. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Line
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Now 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 6 coming up. Mahomes.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Here's 1st down.
Yellow. Hey, 57.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And a short pickup there down about the 9.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, it's a take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 40 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Charles, any chance they go for it here?
I think that there's a chance. They have to consider it because of the way they played offense in this game. I mean, look at the scoreboard. Look at the points that they've put up. They feel confident that they can keep it going. But the risk is, and the downside is, you don't get it here, you've set up your opponent in really good field position.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would
have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So that last run is going to be the one to do it. He has officially broken the NFL single-game rushing record. Again, it's Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
On the quick, right?
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Out to the right, out to the right. Oh, no.
Throwing now is Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. Got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Look at hot, look at hot.
As Stroud now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
All right. 18. What's up?
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
All right. You speed left, speed left. Tony, Tony.
Here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
All right. 18. What's up? Under. Hey. Level. Why Tony? Left.
Stroud steps away to his left. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. First and goal.
18. Okay.
And then let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is a touchdown. It's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Texans 46, Chiefs 39.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Come back!
Mahomes to throw it. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Texans' 44-yard line.
Here's second and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. So now the Texans want to call another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Danielle Hunter collapses the pocket and drops it for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
You ain't never been to Skate Town. On a national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in the stolen ride like.